Hey everybody, SG Caper here, doing a quick little video of the Ghostbusters Plasma Pack 40th anniversary. This was announced prior to the 40th anniversary this summer on Hasbro Pulse. In fact, when I took my daughter down to New York City for the anniversary day, down to the firehouse, and they had Hasbro Pulse people walking around handing out business cards and stuff about this. And as soon as it went on sale that day, I pre-ordered, and I hate pre-orders, I really do, but I grabbed it. And we'll start with the packaging. It is very reminiscent of a VHS package, which is really cool. I like that. It looks all used like an old VHS. And on the side here, I mean, if you grew up in the 80s and went to a video store, this is what you would have seen. I already cut the plastic here so that we can open it up and get inside. Over here, some 40 years ago, 4 heroes of the hereafter crossed the streams to save the world to commemorate the 40th anniversary of Ghostbusters with this limited edition 3.75-inch O-ring action figure set. And then here's a picture of different things. So it's got the goggles, trap, and the PKE meter, the backpack. And there's them in the car. So here we go, and there they are. There's Spangler, Zeddemore, and then down there we got Venkman and Stans. I haven't opened up the package inside yet to pull them out. What I'm most excited about are the accessories. Really the trap and the PKE meter. I made my own versions. So like, there's my Zeddemore. And they're 3D printed heads, 3D printed backpacks. And they got a PKE meter. And I mean, it just doesn't look at all like what it's supposed to look like. This little thing. I don't know who designed it. So I'm excited for the accessories because I'd like to use them with my figures that I made just in photos. So let's open it up. All right. Package is in 2 parts. On this side we have the throwers, the little shooters, and then here we have the figures. There's our trap, our goggles, trap, meter, and here's our figures. They are in there really well. All right, so what I'm going to say is what I felt when I saw the original pictures is that the plastic just kind of looks a little, I don't know, it doesn't look like the plastic we got with G.I. Joe. Looks a little hokier. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, but it just does. It's like the color, the consistency. Let's take one of these out. I don't know if I'm going to take out all the figures because they're all basically the same. Alright, so this looks like it clips in down here. Just kind of slides in there. And then it can be held in place when they're not using it. A little tab. All right, so let's start with the backpack. This is the Hasbro. This is a 3D printed one that I put on a G.I. Joe frame. Obviously the 3D printed one is a lot more detailed. This is missing a lot of like the wiring details, pretty simplified. It very much feels like the 3.75 stuff, just a little simplified. The likeness is okay. There's nothing wrong with the likeness. These are really short. I mean, that's... dropping stuff here. This guy is just at 3.75. I mean, right on the money. Now my custom figure that I did comes in at just over 4 inches, 4 1/4. So I mean that's a ½ inch taller. You can see it when they're next to each other. Let's see, detail wise, you got the straps painted on. Okay, straps are painted on. Backpack has the peg. There's our back screw we all loved so much. The tubing. Nice Ghostbusters insignia. The name badges on all of them. Now let's see if he can hold it. The tube is pretty sturdy. Their wrists are done so that they can hold these. Like they're at an angle. The shooter itself is a little on the rubbery side. You can kind of hold it. You can see the angle of his wrist there. So you can kind of hold it. But it bends. So, with some work and some messing around, I'm sure you could get them to hold it just fine. I was originally going to have these out next to my customs, but now I think I'm just going to keep them displayed in the box. I think that's going to work best. Venkman, of course, his pants aren't tucked into the boots. The rest of them all have, everything else is the same. Same buck for all of them. Different heads. And he has different lower legs, but all the rest are the same. I'm not going to take those out. I do want to take out these little accessories, though. So here's our meter and our trap. These are what I'm most excited about. Trap looks pretty detailed. Again, it's detailed, but it's those simplified details that you expect from these types of figures. And then the meter. It's a tight fit. I don't want to break anything. All right, so it fits in that hand fine. There's his meter. Now, how do these things look with my customs? Much better. Much better than this weird thing. this weird square thing. The size is better. The design is definitely better. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Traps. So I might make a push mold of these two things. If you've never made a push mold, they're kind of fun. Super easy. I made a couple of them over the years. And I think I'm going to do it with this so that I can give a trap to each of them. Yeah, so I think I might make a push mold. It should come out okay for both. I'm not going to take everything out, because now that I see it, I really am just going to keep them in the package. And just, they'll come out maybe for a photo shoot or something. I'm glad I got them. I'm glad I didn't miss them. But they're not, I don't know, there's something off. Just the plastic itself. Just something off about it. I mean, it doesn't feel different. It doesn't feel different than what we grew up with G.I. Joes and stuff. It's more like the color gives it a quality that I can't quite put my finger on. Just doesn't, I don't know. Not super happy about that. Very cool figures though still. Even if they are a little the faces remind me of some sort of mix between the cartoon and the movie. They're not quite like movie accurate, real life accurate, but they're not quite cartoony. There's something in between. But they display really nice, so that's what I'm going to do with them. Just keep them in their nice little box. Like this, and I'll have it open. And then I can put my customs in front of it, and I have a couple different Ecto ones that I'll use. I don't know, something's not sitting well with me. Not sure what it is. But there you go. If you picked them up, let me know what you think of them. If you didn't, you should pick them up. They are good figures. They're cool. They'll fit in right perfectly with your G.I. Joes. Even if I think the color is a little odd, especially in the skin tone of these three. It's just a little pink. But they'll fit right in. Be real cool to see these set up with some old school Joes, Snake Eyes with them, or Stalker. Those guys calling them in because Cobra has done something crazy. Yeah, very cool. If you didn't get them, you should. You don't have to. I don't feel like, after looking at them, I don't feel like I'm glad I didn't buy two. I was going to buy two, and I was going to buy two mainly for the accessories. And I'm glad I didn't. The backpacks that I used and the throwers are just better. I need stronger magnets. The head sculpts that I used are better. I purchased are better. So I'm glad I didn't buy two, because I don't think I could. These heads are a little small to use on the big bodies. so I wouldn't have been able to modify them to fit. So that's a good thing. I didn't buy two. I bought one. I was gonna buy two, but I really think I can make some molds of these and then just make them myself. Or I can really want to get a 360-degree scanner so that I can start scanning stuff and printing them on my printers. I have to do that with those. But whatever it is, I'm going to make some copies of these. I'll show you what those look like when I do, so I can put them with the customs. There you go. If you're a Ghostbusters collector or Ghostbusters fan, totally worth it. If you're an O-ring collector or O-ring fan, totally worth it. If you're a modern guy, you might not want them, unless for, you know, Ghostbusters' sake. But very cool. I'm happy with them, kind of. I really like the package a lot. I think that's my favorite part. I think displaying them is going to be cool. You know, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye.